Hi everyone, this is John Michael for a new episode of the Native Bucket slash Aranda Powers, since we are talking about fish today. So these are my minnows, 4 of them plus a bigger one that is probably hiding right now. So this is a native bucket. So that plant was originally in this vivarium, and before that it was in my home, in my room actually, and before that it was the property of my sister, but my sister don't have a green thumb. I have, so she gave that to me, and now I'm having some fun with it. So yeah, I decided to rebuild the tower yesterday, since I did a water change, and since in the other aquascape the plant was like submerged in the immerged in the water, I felt like it was maybe going to drown, yes. So I decided to create this tower so it can at least have the leaves sticking out of the water. So technically this plant is actually a lot of little branch, but they grow up their roots in a mug, and now it's as if it's only one big plant. And really I rinse it really with a hard jet of water and such, and the plant root stick together. It stayed intact. So I'm starting to wonder if this plant is actually just one big plant at this point, connecting with all the roots. It could be really cool. Some example of that in the wild is that in some forests, really big deep jungle forest, all the trees are actually connect, like in the film Avatar. So I wonder if this has happened for this plant. And yeah, as you can see, there is a lot of algae. There is a lot of algae, but this is normal. I'm keeping it that way because the algae is really helping a lot the minnows. Oh damn, I forgot to buy a sponge filter today when I was at the pet shop. Check out my new videos about that so you can see why I am disappointed with my new fish. Well, some of my new fish, not all. There is 4 of them that are good and 3 that I don't like and will replace. So anyway, this bucket is really practical. As you can see, the minnows have plenty of space for free swimming, plenty of space for really hiding, a lot of caves, and tunnels actually. And the fact with this big tower is that a minnow can really swim fast in this big tower of rock. One day, if you want, I will show you a little bit how I created it. But yeah, as you can see, one of the minnows have entered right here. Now let's see where it will end up getting out. Oh yeah, so it came out from this cave. Went that way. So as you can see, there is plenty of space for them to hide, and right now the bigger one is hiding probably down in the big rock, under the big rock. Really love minnows. They're really interesting. I would suggest for all of you that can catch them or even buy them to do it, since they are really underrated. But yeah, they are super awesome, really interesting, really fun to feed. Really, they kind of remind me of aggressive danios, but aggressive in the sense that they're aggressive eaters, not aggressive in their behaviors. They are not fin nippers. But they're a little bit territorial, because it was quite interesting to see that when I put some of the sticklebacks that I will talk to you real soon, when there was some stickleback with the minnows, when I introduced the first stickleback, those minnows, they actually ran out to it and poke it with their mouth and just ram them, literally. They were quite territorial. And even with the new minnows, they were showing a little bit of aggression, but nothing that create real damage, not like the sunfish. The sunfish, he is a true territorial beast that will actually try to kill everything that enter its domain. The minnows, they are just pushing intruders. In the wild, big school of minnows form themselves, and then when there is another group of minnows that try to enter their territory, they will bump in them until the other group go away. So yeah, really interesting. I'm going to do some feeding videos real soon, and you cannot believe how fun I have with those minnows. If you were to keep them for super long, like all summer or even more than that, I would suggest to upgrade. But since I'm not keeping minnows for more than a few days or even a few weeks, I just really think that natural water change and all the plants and everything do the job. But if you were to really want to keep them more seriously, provide them a really bigger aquarium, maybe a 29-gallon, maybe a 40 breeder would be perfect for a big school of them. Like, yeah, 40-gallon could be really nice. The thing with minnows is that right now, those ones, they are super young, so they are super small, but they can get to 5 to 7 inch. And believe it or not, there is even specimens that get to 1 feet in the wild. So yeah, oops, those are my new frogs. We'll talk about them in a new video. I need to create a new environment for them, and they were just bumping, so yeah, just going to drink some water. Alright, well, it's already been 8 minutes. Alright, moving on. So this is the stickleback aquarium, and there is a really huge cave. Okay, so this is the rock, the big rock I was using back when I had the paludarium. This is actually the paludarium that I just transformed into a home for sticklebacks, but now I regret my decision since I have enough frogs. But yeah, the sticklebacks are doing fine. They are quite shy when they see me, in comparison to my minnows. Minnows just really like to eat food that just drop out near the surface. Look at them. So anyway, the sticklebacks, far more reclusive fish, far more shy. They kind of remind me of puffers though. So if you like puffers, you will like sticklebacks. And yes, this bucket and all my videos really don't make them justice. They can be really interesting, but yeah, I guess they are less adapt for my bucket life than the minnows. The minnows seems to enjoy themselves quite a lot in this bucket. But yeah, the sticklebacks, I have like 4 or 5 of them, and you see none of them. They're all hiding. But that's okay. they're quite fun too. They're really aggressive eaters. I mean, if you ever seen a pufferfish before, you know they are a cute, vicious predator. The same goes for stickleback, except for the cute part. Sticklebacks, they really hunt, and they like explore their environment and really like see little movements and check them out, and then when they finally see their prey and they attack, now they became real sharp. Minnows in the other end, minnows will just try to eat everything. Minnows really remind me of goldfish. Minnows are actually kind of a mix of Danios and goldfish. They like the fast moving water of Danios, so this bucket isn't providing them that, so this is why I don't keep them for too long. But yeah, minnows, in a really good setup aquarium, I would definitely put a power head or something. Just seeing how the Danios like the current. Minnows could really like current too, and they just look at everything. And when something drop in the water surface, they will explore. See that? Even just a tear of water, they will explore it and try to eat it. And the funny thing is, when I feed them worm, if the worm drop completely in the bottom of the aquarium, they will seem far less interest eating the worm. But when I just like put him like here, they just jumped and tried to eat it. Really interesting, really exciting as well. I would suggest to feed them with dry worm. They could really enjoy that. Minnows really aren't hard to feed. They feed on every. They are really carnivorous. This is the first thing to know. But yeah, flake food, everything could work. They're not picky compared to the sticklebacks. And yeah, I just put this branch to put some decoration, some relief, some scape, sorry. But yeah, I guess all the stickleback are hiding right now. Trying to see if there is one under some of the rocks, but yeah, they are probably all under there. Yeah, won't see a lot from the sticklebacks. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. What is your favorite fish between the two? What is your favorite bucket between the two? Let me know. And yes, I will see you real soon. Bye.